If you let them terrify you into not doing anything, let them convince you that you aren't able to do anything, then they have won.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to another episode of The Dave Show. Before we get started, I just want to give a shout out to everybody that has purchased any kind of Idle Hands merch. It really does help keep the channel going, and it does support, what we're doing here at Idle Hands. And it's always cool to either wear some authentic Idle Hands merch or, get authentic Idle Hands mug. It looks good in every kitchen, and the tears are tasty. All right, and I also would like to just remind everybody to subscribe, like, share, slap that bell, and it helps with the algorithm and gets some more eyeballs on the channel. And again, what we're doing here at Idle Hands. All right, let's get to the show. 10,000 subscribers. Let's do it. All right, to get started, we have a clip of President Trump absolutely being savage towards the governor of Maine, who is openly stating that she's going to defy federal law with the whole trans thing with schools and women, trans women playing sports. Check it out.
I understand Maine. Is the Maine here, the governor of Maine?
Well, savage.
Are you not going to comply with it?
I'm complying with state and federal laws.
We are the federal law.
Duh.
Well, you better do it. You better do it because you're not going to get any federal funding at all if you don't. And by the way, your population, even though it's somewhat liberal, although I did very well there, your population doesn't want men playing in women's sports.
Nobody
so
does.
You better comply because
Hardly
otherwise you're not
nobody.
getting any federal funding. Every state.
So
Good. I'll
brutal.
see you in court. I look forward to that. That should be a real easy one.
Slam dunk.
And enjoy your life after governor because I don't think you'll be in elected politics.
Well, it looks like the Dems are living in a real world Texas Chainsaw Massacre, except it's the Musk Chainsaw Massacre. After Elon received a very cool and unique gift from the president, I believe it's president is his title, of Argentina. And so it's very, very fitting of what Elon is doing with Doge. So check it out.
This is the chainsaw for bureaucracy.
Yeah, baby.
Chainsaw.
It just shows that they really lack empathy for the average taxpayer who's
yeah.
working hard, paying
Totally.
taxes, and then they say, oh, $1 million doesn't matter. I'm like, I think it matters a lot to people,
Yeah.
So what are you talking about? People ask, like, how can you find waste in DC? I'm like, look, it's like being in a room.
It's everywhere.
And this target, the wall, the roofs, and the floor are all targets. So it's like you can close your eyes and go shoot in any direction. you can't miss.
You unleash somebody who's doing theatrics and abandoning his own children and having some weird fantasy in front of
doing
everybody
events.
to be popular. Just do whatever he wants to do with no oversight. That is anti-American,
your
and
tears
it's
are
reckless and
good.
it's wrong.
Chainsaw Musk? Yeah, it was absurd, but it was also a flex of a man who has absolutely no idea what he's
Oh,
doing.
yeah.
You know, you live by
None.
the chainsaw, die by the chainsaw.
Trump and his MAGA allies are treating their firings inside the government like a game, a show even. They are creating memes, throwing celebrations, and the man in charge is using props to dance on professional graves.
Jeez.
Elon's doing a really good job. And I said, who are these people that travel you? We call them the Dogers. And I said, what are they? He said, they're generally young
kinda
people
funny.
with extremely high IQs who are very good with computers. Because you have to be good with computers. We're actually going to Fort Knox because I want to see, do we have the gold?
I do too.
Do we still have whatever it is, tons of gold?
I think there's not going to be a single bar in there. I think this is going to be a completely empty room. It's going to be so sad to see that. I mean, I hope that's not the case.
I hope we do. Wouldn't that be disappointing?
Totally.
Fort Knox. You grow up hearing about Fort Knox. You can't get in. You can't
Legendary.
even see it. Nobody sees it. You go there and the place is dry. Would that be terrible?
Canada has really been the one to call it out. The fact that I'm rooting for Canada and I'm rooting for Mexico a lot is really wild. But they are really the ones that are speaking truth to power right now.
You know, I am really beginning to dislike this, this congresswoman more and more. The more I see of her, I think she is very dangerous in her ideology and how she views America. The fact that she's rooting for Canada. I mean, I know it's only a hockey game. And some people have said, oh, this is actually about, you know, the tariffs and all that stuff, which it may be a little bit of. But, man, come on. You don't root for the other country. My gosh. Have a little bit of pride in who you are as an American citizen. And as a representative, right? It's like, geez Louise.
Now, they can see what it is, and they were like, we are not messing with this crazy regime from Mar-a-Lago. And basically calling them thugs. That's what it is.
Thugs. We may have lost the hockey game a couple days ago, but we will always and forever have this little nugget of goodness from our governor of the 51st state of America. Jeez. Oh, boy.
Just a few weeks ago, the United States voted for a second time to not elect its first woman president. I want you to know that I am, and always will be, a proud feminist.
Question for the maggots. So y'all got everything you wanted, right? Presidency, majority Senate, majority House, majority Supreme Court. Every single ball that could possibly be in your court is there right now.
We're hogging
what exactly more is it that you need in order to stop bitching about any and everything? Because I still see insidiously
Where?
Y'all are madder than you were before. So much for owning the libs. Are you not happy? And this is, of course,
we're totally happy. I don't know why you're projecting so much, but it's so clear that the left is the party of unhappiness, no joy, depression, outrage, hatred, all of that negative stuff. That's all the left. That's none of the right. Not right now, usually not ever.
Of course, just the exhausting beginning of what we're bound to witness unfolding over the course of the next 4 years, which is you lot having all of the power and subsequently having to reconcile with the inevitable revelation that black people, trans people, Mexican people, whoever else you have a fucking problem with for some reason, are not the root causes of your issues.
Of course they're not. Give me a break. And all of those little boxes you just checked, everyone is going to do better the next 4 years. All the ships are going to rise in this just absolutely wonderful tide that's rising everything, that's lifting everything, not rising everything. That's horrible English. Okay.
You are miserable, hateful, bitter, spiteful bitches because that's who you are and always have been. We could get rid of all of the minorities, all of the queer people in this country, and your ass would still be sitting there mad as fuck, hating yourself, hating your life, hating your job, hating your spouse, hating your children, because you're just a mad ass bitch and nothing will ever make you happy.
No, nothing will ever make you happy. That's the truth. It's just astounding how all of these people, like I said again, it's projection. I don't know a better way to describe it. Everything they say is actually what is happening relative to their life experience right now. And it's just filled with hatred. And I don't understand why. Why does their ideology cause this mental illness in everybody? And I think it is. Some people have it worse than others, but I think it's all there to some degree.
And that is not how logic works. You can't just say that I'm willing to
tell me how logic works. Give me one rule of law of logic. Give me one law of logic. One.
It's based in fact.
Just one.
In truth.
What? What? Can you give me a single law of logic?
Can you?
Yes, I can give you all the. The first is the law of non-contradiction. The second is the law of excluded middle. How many would you like? Would you like to get into informal logic as well?
Yeah, go for it.
Would you like to get into the law of identity? That's the third law. What else would you like?
Her mind is just like he has no idea what the heck he's talking about. It's funny.
That's semantics at this point.
Semantics?
No, literally the opposite of semantics. Do you know what semantics are? Because that's not semantics.
Okay.
Women. I keep getting asked, how is it possible a transgender woman got pregnant? I couldn't have done it without the help of Dr.
It's not possible.
I got a chromosome conversion to X.
No, you didn't. There's no way that doesn't exist. So you're saying every single cell in your body had the DNA changed, so that now you're a woman? That is impossible. That's science fiction. I don't even know if they have that in the Star Trek technology. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is impossible. You are a buffoon, man. You are not pregnant. I don't know what is in your belly, but that's not a baby, okay? She's going to be doing these videos a year and a half from now, and she's still going to be looking like that because she's mentally ill.
X chromosomes, a uterus transplant, and several other female organs were put in place. I'm 100% woman. Thank you, Dr. Kaya. Thank you to the generous donors. And most of all, thank you, God.
God, I don't think so. Don't bring God into this. You are just bastardizing your whole existence by your sickness that you think you're a woman. So, I don't know. What are you gonna do? Jeez. Just pray for him, I guess. I don't know.
I just got another comment on the same video. It said, why is your neck not moving? So if I'm talking straight onto somebody, why's my neck got to move?
What?
I've not got to look to the side to me. Just answering dumb questions to dumb people that are asking stupid questions. Yeah, if I'm talking head on, why's my neck got to move? And does it matter to who I talk?
What did you say?
What? I'm not sure what English accent that is. That's really, I only understood like maybe every like fifth word she was saying. Or maybe he, I don't know, but wow, that is really hard to, if this person talks like that all the time. I mean, I guess over in England you'd have absolutely no problem understanding this person, but for an American ear, that's harsh. It'd be, that's kind of funny. I don't know.
Get out your feels, little sheeps. Barbaras.
I don't know.
You guys are gonna call it the Gulf of America, or you will suffer the consequences.
Okay, you know what? This is not even real. This is all theater. This is just some... I mean, we already know she's rocking the starter kit with those glasses. Yeah, she's got the nose ring. So, double strike. She's done. She's just being stupid and retarded. This is all theater. All theater. She doesn't believe in a word she's saying. All clickbait.
I just realized that one reason that Trump is building up all of this tension between the U.S. and Canada.
What is up with the glasses? My gosh, I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, just get some normal glasses. Although they're not as oversized as they could be.
Is to trigger Canada to stop allowing Americans in as just like tourists and visitors, so that we can't leave.
You can go anywhere you want.
It doesn't have to be a hot war. It doesn't have to be a boots on the ground war. It could be a trade war. It could be a cold war. It wouldn't change the fact that we're stucker than we already are.
Stucker? You're not stuck anywhere, lady. You can go anywhere you want. You can go anywhere you want. Including Canada. I don't think I haven't heard anything about them putting restrictions on not being able to go up to Canada. So you're absolutely living in fantasy land right now.
That is absolutely fucking worrisome.
Yeah, no, it's retarded.
Are you building a wall and preventing me from freely moving?
I'm not touching you.
Okay, I'm gonna go around. They're building a wall around me right now, which I thought you guys were against that. Like, Donald Trump is ruining everything. Why are you guys building a wall and preventing someone from moving?
You're trouble.
Funny.
Like the illegal immigrants, right?
No, you're trouble.
Yeah, no, they're trouble. You guys don't want illegal you guys want illegal immigrants coming to our country that rape people, bring drugs, bring crime, but
you're trouble.
I'm just here. I'm just a little woman out here. Hands up, don't shoot, right? Where's your walking
so
stick, by the
funny.
way? Weren't you?
My cane? Are you being ableist?
He's being ableist.
Louder.
You need to go.
For what? I don't have a video.
Okay, let's go stand over here. We're going to talk.
For what?
Because you cannot be
She
out
is
here disrupting.
absolutely. She's absolutely shocked that someone's actually calling her out on her crazy BS. I'm so glad to see. I mean, this is definitely a shift in the culture that these police officers are now just, they're done with the BS and they're actually doing their jobs again, which is so refreshing. So refreshing.
We are doing security, and this is a disruptor.
I am security.
Okay, this is okay.
Weird. See, they are so full of themselves. They're so narcissistic. We are doing security. The cop's like, no. No, you're not. I am doing security. Shut your mouth. Get over there, and let's get to the bottom of what's going on. Man, she's just slapping him down. That's beautiful.
Caitlin Bennett, and she's trying to go through our crowd and stir stuff up for her Christian news.
Oh, not Christian news. No! Oh my gosh, that's so good. Not Christian news. Please, not Christian news. For all that's holy, not Christian news.
Okay. But we're not going to sit here and scream at you.
Okay, then I will stop screaming. That is all you had to ask.
We're going to go stand over here, and then we'll continue.
But even if the cop was like, "Oh, can you please stop screaming?" and she might go, "Oh, okay." It's like literally like 5 seconds later, she'd start screaming again because they can't help themselves. They're ill. They have one mode. They're on the track. The train has gone, and it's only going in one direction, and that's to Delulu land. Okay. Jeez. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on in this video. It's kind of strange. I mean, look, this is not like some crazy video or anything, but I don't know. It's like, what is it like? More cushion for the pushing, or more pushing for cushion? I don't know, whatever that term is. Maybe he grabs on. That's like his love handle, when they're having fun with each other. I don't know. He definitely seems to have some kind of weird. I wouldn't call it a fetish, but he definitely likes that little handle that she has on her waist. But hey, you know what? If they love each other, kudos. That's awesome. Go for it. Do whatever. It's just a little strange. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Good for you. She probably actually likes it. It's probably comforting, He definitely likes it.
So thanks to the Trump administration, there are about 30 people that are working at a program that I used to work for.
Okay.
And many of those people I consider very good friends, and I care about them immensely. And thanks to the Trump administration cutting their budget by 90%.
Oh boy.
Bruh. About 30 people are potentially going to be out of jobs by the end of the summer, if it even takes that long. And it's so crazy because there are people that are working in that organization who voted for Trump. And apparently now they're like, oh wait, maybe that was a bad idea. Yeah, bet you think. Like, was the price of eggs really worth it? Because you just voted yourself out of a fucking job. You and the people that you call your friends. So good job.
What are you gonna do? Things have to be done in a dramatic fashion to get this government back under control. So are some people that probably are not deserving to lose their jobs are going to lose their jobs? I don't know. Maybe that's probably going to happen in all of this massive cutting and reduction. I mean, I'm sorry for those people if they're legitimate, like, good workers, but look, there's a lot of fat to be trimmed off this government, and unfortunately, it needs to be done. These people will find other jobs, and maybe that's kind of cold, but it is what it is.
You still want to brag about winning?
Yeah.
You still excited about it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Just curious.
Oh, yeah, I can.
Oh, Daddy's home.
See you and raise the mug.
I'm just sitting here waiting on a call on Valentine's Day.
Okay, you're really
Because
disturbed.
my kindergartner is doing something normal, showing her privates.
What did you say? What the f did you just say?
To her classmates.
Showing her privates? That's
and
normal?
Now she's kicked out of the Valentine's Day party.
Well, yeah, what the freak is going on? She's showing her privates at school, I'm assuming? That's not normal, lady. That's not normal. Where is she picking up this behavior? Are you guys doing that, like, in the house? Like, I don't know. It's not normal.
When other boys have showed their private parts and...
What? Other boys? What's going on at the school? What? Does everybody just walk around with their pants down at the school? What is going on?
They won't tell me if they're in trouble or not, or what, or if they're kicked out. But my daughter is definitely kicked out of the Valentine's Day party.
So I'm kind of getting the vibe that maybe her daughter is actually a boy. She's calling him a daughter, and he is showing his privates to whoever. I don't know what's going on again. Because she brings up the fact that other boys are doing the same thing, which is, again, that can't be right. But why would she bring up the boys doing it if, like, her daughter is actually a boy? I don't know. Getting weird vibes from it, and whatever's going on at that school needs to be clamped down right now. That is not appropriate.
I was literally getting ready to get
the
snacks together
Valentine's.
with my baby. It's hard enough to do anything.
Oh. So this is really about you having to now take care of your daughter or whoever, the kid, when you were planning on having that kid in school. So this is really just all about you having to your day ruined by the inconvenience of your child. I think that's what this is all about, because you're a narcissist.
My daughter loves Valentine's Day.
No, she doesn't even know what Valentine's Day is in kindergarten.
I'm so mad. I have to go pick her up from school for this. They literally said we're gonna punish her because this is the second time she's done it.
The second time?
I've had talks with her. Her dad's had talks with her. My aunt, who's a teacher, has had talks with her. I was a nanny. Okay?
Okay.
It's just normal. Kids do it.
No! No, that's not normal. That's not normal at all. I don't know what Delulu dimensional shift reality you're living in, but that is not normal, okay? That is very disturbing. Where is she learning this behavior from? Because that's not right.
Don't make her stay home from her Valentine's Day party.
She doesn't even know what it's going on.
Mean.
No, it's not mean. In kindergarten, you have no idea what the heck is even going on. You don't care. You're probably going to get like maybe a couple heart candies, and maybe the teacher's going to give you like a little my Valentine, but she doesn't know what the heck is going on. She doesn't care about Valentine's. You care about Valentine's. It's all about you, lady. My gosh, just grow a pair. Man, these people are so thin-skinned, and again, also, hey, I'm having a breakdown apparently, so let's get the camera out and film it. Who does that? that would never occur to me in the middle of an actual meltdown or crisis moment for me to stop, get the camera out, set it up, make sure the lighting's okay, and then proceed to film myself crying and whining and complaining about absolutely nothing that's really important except for my own inconvenience. Yeah, make it make sense, people.
Took this girl out, right? So I told the girl at the table, I said, look, I'm having a great time tonight. I'm happy I came out. Plus, she was really beautiful. She cut me off right then and there. So let me tell you something real quick, Brand. I said, what's up? She goes, I want to let you know that I don't give it up on the first date. And I instantly got upset because I didn't say anything about getting none tonight. I said, how beautiful you look, how much fun I'm having. That's what I said to you.
Yeah.
But why you don't give it up on the first date? She said, well, I don't want this relationship that we have to be just based off sex. I want you to respect me as a woman. Plus, I got a lot going on in my life right now, and I would feel really bad if I give you someone the first date and never hear from you again. I would feel really bad. If that makes sense. I don't know. That's what she said, right? And I had to respect that. But this bill came to the table really, really fast. And I'm looking over the bill. The bill's like $190, right? It was a crazy bill. But I looked deep into the bill, and what I found out is that I only had mozzarella sticks and 2 beers. So I told the girl, I said, look, I'll put in $40, right? Because that'll cover the tax and the tip. Plus, that's more than my portion of what I had. And she lost her mind. I said, are you kidding me?
Hey, that totally seems reasonable, right?
You invited me out. I thought you were paying. I said, listen, I want to let you know something. I don't pay on the first date.
I don't pay on the
I
first
don't want this
date.
relationship based off me paying, you know what I'm saying? I want you to respect me as a man, you know what I'm talking about?
That's funny.
Got a lot going on in my life right now. I feel really bad about paying for this date tonight and never hear from you again.
You know, it's funny because all these feminist ladies, they want to be the equality until it's applied to them, and then they're like, oh my gosh, you're so horrible, like, why are you doing this? You need to pay for the first date, blah blah blah. It's funny. I'm glad I'm out of the dating world. I'm so glad I don't have to deal with that garbage anymore.
Germany Great Again was the slogan of the NA party.
Right. What's your point?
Did you guys not learn about World War II? EJT's entire campaign mimics the Mustache Man.
You know, this is so stupid that they keep on going back to this. I don't even want to call it a talking point. Just because he's saying "Make America Great" does not mean it's from the Nazi Party from the World War II. Okay, you can say Hitler did not absolutely lock down that phrase if he ever did say it. I'm not sure if those are exact quotes from him, but give me a break. This is so retarded, so retarded.
Perfectly.
And we'll see why.
That together we can make America great again. I believe that together we can make America great again.
Did that go the way you thought it was going to go?
No.
Nope.
Nope.
It is not over. They want you to give up. That's how this works. If you let them terrify you into not doing anything, let them convince you that you aren't able to do anything, then they have won.
And if I talk like this, then my point will be more valid, and you will understand that you are just a stupid conservative that believes in Naziistic. That's not really a word, but you know what I'm talking about, because I'm being very dramatic in what I'm saying, so it makes me more credible, because I'm retarded.
Elon Musk just released a threat saying that anyone who protests against Donald Trump will be banned from X. Do you really think he would need to do that if he wasn't still afraid of what you can do by protesting? Do you really think they would be moving this fast if they weren't afraid of what you could do once you organize? This is a blitzkrieg. It's meant to be lightning fast, overwhelming, and terrifying. But the thing is, it's a short-term strategy. They don't have a long-term follow-up. They are trying to exhaust you in the short term so you can't resist in the long term. If you last to the long term, they've already failed.
No, this is what Trump does. He's all gas. He's all gas, no brake. It was like that in the first administration, and there's no reason to think that it wouldn't be like this in Trump 2.0. So I think you're completely wrong in your assessment of what they're doing and why they're doing it. It's just how Trump is. He's successful in everything he does, and he's going to be successful in this term. So sorry.
They want to take your hope from you. hope is the last thing you have left when everything else is gone. Are you really going to hand it over?
Again, that is talking about unknowingly, talking about the left. They want to take your hope. They want to make you miserable. They want to make you feel depressed and overwhelmed and like there's no hope for the future, because if you don't have hope, it's really hard to have a nice life. You know what I'm saying? That's difficult. And that is one of their strategies. Conquer and divide. Divide and conquer. I don't know, something like that. They're just an evil group of people.
If you had to choose between Taylor Swift tickets or 1 Bitcoin, what would you choose?
Taylor Swift tickets. I don't really care about Bitcoin that much. Taylor Swift tickets, are you kidding me? Are you joking?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'd rather choose the thing that's like I can hold in my hand. Like, I'd rather choose the thing that I can go to and not worry about it disappearing.
Okay, look, I know I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt to those young ladies, and I'm pretty sure the first one's a lady, could be a man, but I think they're just young. They're not educated at all, and they have no idea what Bitcoin is or what it's worth. Because what does a Taylor Swift ticket go for on the maximum? I don't know, maybe a couple thousand or something. I don't know. I have no idea. But a Bitcoin is way more than that. And it's only going to increase as it has in the past. It should increase in the future. So again, they have no idea what's going on. And it's sad that people like this can vote. What can you do?
It's time for Dave's Detox.
These are like the cutest little otters I've ever seen. Oh my gosh, you're so cute.
Sit.
It's a nice looking dog.
Will you be my Valentine?
What do I do with this? What do I do with Cal? Hi, friend. Can I pet you?
What's going on?
Are we cool? Hi.
Just chilling by the car.
I'm gonna put these down.
That's funny. Harris. Oh boy. Can't believe you can get this close to the monkeys.
Mais calcule-moi.
That's not what you want to see from a monkey. And this is just a little crazy. I think I'd be a little bit nervous if I had a pack of wolves right outside my window and just a thin pane of glass separated me from them. This is awesome. He's like in heaven. He is in heaven. This is weird. Like a grizzly going after horses? What? I didn't think that was a thing. It's never gonna catch him. This is so funny. This is so creepy. And this is so adorable. Aww. He knows what to do. It's so awesome. Oh man, what a good detox. What a good episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe, like, slap that bell around, boom, boom, and tell your friends about Idle Hands, what we're doing here, so we can kind of break through that algorithm and get this video, get what we're doing here at Idle Hands in front of more eyeballs, and so people can enjoy what we're doing. And so I want to thank you for watching. Until the next episode, stay safe, know that you are loved and appreciated, and until we meet again, have a great day.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.